yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
That's a 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Ryan. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Calvin Ridley.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan looking deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 40 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Colts nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
No pain, no gain.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 46 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. And they find Ridley, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking down, that's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyler Davison. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Colts 7.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long for Rivers. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. Good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. They get double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. He only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He's brought down by...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Naeem Hines, and it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Rivers to Hilton there, first down Indy. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Hines on a toss play, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last...
They got his man complete. And able to rip off a
yards before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Play action. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones has run to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First down, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hines. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just got that play off. Now Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again here, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Oh, wide open, complete. Oh, my goodness. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there. First down. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man Hilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss running left is Mack. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, 57 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Colts 19. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. They'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down the 23. A nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 23-yard
And
line.
while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Ryan. His throw at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Down Colts.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Colts.
This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the Colts score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Joe. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a foul.
Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 58 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Lining up.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Grady Jarrett. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And he'll go down back at the 12. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Falcons 57, Colts 25. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 29, Rivers escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Falcons 64, Colts 25. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. With a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That.
The intercepted. Picked up by Marcus.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go right back to Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. They'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will follow again as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Rivers pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.